who's drinking it? Because we're doing different stuff. Normally it's just beer, but this time we're doing a beer, whiskey, and IPAs to give you different alcohol volumes on it, right?
Right. Yeah. The idea was we thought we'd try to mix it up, help people understand. If they mix it up, that can also have an impact on how quickly they become intoxicated.
Right. So who's drinking that today?
Well, I'm drinking the IPAs, Steve Mace.
Are you?
Ventura. And what have I got here? It's Lagunitas. It's 7.5%.
Oh, okay. All right. Then who else? Who's drinking the beer? Who's the beer drinker today?
I'm Kelly Goody. I'm drinking Busch Light today.
Oh yeah. Busch Light. You've had a few of them before, haven't you?
Yeah. Iowa water.
All right. So,
and we do have our DD Luke Combs down the end here. So
yeah, that's right. He does look like Luke Combs.
He does look like Luke Combs.
Be performing afterwards privately.
Exactly. Yeah. We do have this on our website, so make sure you check that out. It's on the 98.7 Kiss Country YouTube page, and also on our Facebook page and on my Facebook page as well. So you can check that out, see right in the studio, and see everybody sitting here around the table here today. So what's the plan, Chief, as we do this today?
We don't really have one, Jay.
Okay,
so
sounds like every other morning.
So maybe we'll lay that out right now. We got them all on their first drink.
Okay.
So we'll give them. We'll probably PB team here about 7:30.
Okay.
Get one in them, and then we'll pick up the pace maybe a little bit.
Sure.
If you guys are comfortable sharing your body weight, Kelly, you can approximate. I learned it's never polite to ask a woman her weight.
Go ahead, Kelly. Give us your weight.
This is Jay's rules.
He got you on the radio for you.
Full figure gal.
So and then we're gonna track how many drinks you've had. We'll just track your numbers here through the day, so we got them just to refer back as we're going through.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, because Jay, I think it was 6 beers last year.
Yeah,
2
hours.
08. So in 2 hours,
which you know as well. I don't drink 6 beers in 2 hours. Normal, and when I normally,
yeah.
You know, it's like wow.
I wasn't sure how to answer that.
Well, my friends all tell me I have a small bladder, but it's because I think don't let everything process fast enough.
That could be true.
Yeah. These other guys, I've never had these guys in the studio before.
Yeah, no, they're much more difficult than me. So
be
on your toes.
Right, I know.
Keep you straight.
Sheriff's Department, deputy, they don't laugh as much as a town cop.
They're not running for election.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
That's just the boss.
Yeah.
Come for the drinks and the jokes, right?
Right. Exactly. So we got Steve drinking, we got Rusty drinking, we got Kelly drinking here this morning. Gonna have a good time. It's all a serious note on the whole thing. It's this time of the year we like to do this because, well, a lot of people are gonna be drinking this weekend. Well,
next month.
Yeah, this month. Yeah, next month.
Yep.
So
holidays hit, everybody comes home. We want to try to give everybody maybe a bit of scale. So by having them each drink something different for kind of how quickly it might affect you.
Right.
And I think you said it today. I heard on the way, and you get in those social settings and time gets away from you, and suddenly you're like, I'm 6 or 8 drinks in, and like I don't have a plan.
Right.
What am I going to do? So find a safe way home.
Yeah. I'm calling a buddy that ain't been drinking. I'm not calling my wife. I'll tell you that.
You're with all your buddies drinking.
You call Luke Combs. Call Luke Combs. He'll drive you home.
Right, exactly.
Sink you too.
Yeah.
You get a fast car.
So. Right, yeah, exactly. So I got thanks to the law enforcement for coming in, Chief Brinkley and what was it? The Deputy Cruz. There he does talk. Okay. All right. Cool. And Chief Cody from the Clear Lake Police Department. So who's going to be doing the breathalyzing?
Oh, we're going to mix it up. We got 2 PBTs. So
okay.
Yeah, we'll get them going here and report back when we got a break in the action.
All right. There you go. Start drinking, people. You gotta, or am I going to have to show you how to do this?
I'm roast.
Jay Brooks in the Morning Rush.
The New Beginnings Birth Center at Floyd County Medical Center in Charles City provides a family-oriented atmosphere. I'm Heather Lapalese, registered nurse, and we offer a secure unit and private birthing suites where you labor, deliver, and recover all in the same place. Floyd County Medical Center, New Beginnings Birth Center.
There's really nothing quite so sweet as tiny little baby feet.
Hello amigos, this is Ben with Las Palmas. Keep the true reason of the season in mind as we celebrate with family and friends. From all of you amigos, we wish you a happy Christmas and a Feliz Navidad.
The Jim Crow Retirement Auction, December 21st near Northwood. Strip till machines, John Deere GPS globes and displays, livestock equipment, track grain cart, liquid manure tank, triaxle seed tender, and more. Go to foxauctioncompany.com.
Hi, this is Angela from Midwest Construction. We wanted to do something special this year for our customers and community, so we turned our sunroom display into a magical Christmas snow globe. Enjoy driving by our showroom at 1601 South Taft in Mason City. From all of us,
Happy Holidays!
Did you know that by simply using recycled steel, there's an 86% reduction in air pollution and a 76% reduction in water pollution? Not to mention, when you take your scrap steel and other metals to Clayton County Recycling in Belmont or Kensett, they pay you top dollar. Don't have a way to get it there? They'll come pick it up. Clayton County Recycling collects, processes, recycles, trades, and brokers both ferrous and non-ferrous metals. Online, ccrrecycling.com.
Nothing warms the heart like Christmas and special people like you, our friends, family, neighbors, and customers. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from all of us at Bryant Tree Service in Mason City.
Catch Midwest Country Originals each Wednesday at noon and Saturdays at 6 p.m. It's brought to you by Hearing Associates, striving to provide the best in hearing healthcare, one patient at a time. Online at hearingassociatesmc.com.
Unwrap the gift of security and safety. First Citizens is here to help you stay safe and secure this holiday season. A simple best practice to remember is to never respond, call, or click on any links from text messages, emails, or phone calls that you were not expecting. The Security Center page on the First Citizens website is a great resource for information on the latest fraud and scams and gives tips to stay safe. Don't let scammers steal your holiday cheer this season. Visit myfcb.bank to learn more.
It's the small things that always matter the most. Everyone at River City Sounds reminds you during the busy holiday season to slow down and enjoy the holiday lights and decorations, the laughter of children, and those extra cookies. Merry Christmas from River City Sounds.
Jay Brooks and the Morning Rush.
Every morning. That's how I start my morning on my way to work.
Waking you up weekday mornings, 98.7 Kiss Country.
Red leaves on the river, footprints in the sand, cold walk in December, warming up your hands. Sundress on the front steps, sun up by the lake, blanket down in the backyard, lying wide awake. That's a memory I don't mess with, the girl I was the best with, the one I was obsessed with. Girl, you just don't get it. I'd fall right back with one slip. Always leave me helpless. Don't hate me, I can't help it. Gotta leave us where we left it. Your memory I don't mess with. Moonlight on the backseat, breeze through the wires, Springsteen on the speakers, girl, I'm on fire. That stuff I don't think about, cause it still kills me now. I still can't dance around that memory I don't mess with, the girl I was the best with, the one I was obsessed with. Girl, you just don't get it. I'd fall right back with one slip. Always leave me helpless. Don't hate me, I can't help it. Gotta leave us where we left it. Your memory I don't mess with. What's good running in the air like this? But girl, I'm close as I can get to a memory I don't mess with. Girl, I was the best with, the one I was obsessed with. Girl, you just don't get it. I'd fall right back with one slip. Always leave me helpless. Don't hate me, I can't help it. Gotta leave us where we left it. Your memory I don't mess with. Oh. Waves on the river, footprints in the sand. Cold walk in December, warming up your hands.
Jay Brooks in the Morning Rush. Wake up. Kiss Country.
Well, breakfast with Brooks. I'm thinking I'm on at Hy-Vee this morning. Beer with Brooks there this morning. We have Chief Brinkley in here this morning. I don't know why we have echo going on. I have no idea what's going on. But anyway, there we go. All right. So Brinkley's with us and Cruise. Yeah, I knew what it was. And Chief Colby from Clear Lake. So, and our drinkers here this morning, we got Rusty Olson from Garner. We have Steve Mace from Ventura, and also Kelly from Clear Lake. Yeah. So she's drinking the beer, Rusty's drinking the whiskey, Steve's drinking the IPAs, different alcohol volumes, and they've all put one down already, Chief. So it's is it time now that we?
Yeah, we're gonna PBT Steve and Rusty. But we'll give Kelly another drink first before we do hers.
Okay. All right.
We just know the alcohol content's a little lighter in the Bud Light or the Busch Light. So
But yeah.
so we give them all time. So
And they all start off with 0 this morning.
Yeah.
With no
Steve,
alcohol. So we're doing this all live again on the air. We're doing on the YouTube page, 98.7 Kiss Country. And also we're also doing it on our Facebook page at 98.7 Kiss Country, my Facebook page, Jay Brooks page. So if you want to go follow that and see what's going on, you see right here in the studio here this morning as we're doing all of this live on the air. So Rusty's doing his. What would Steve's come out at?
it was 029.
02 already?
Yep, almost 03.
Wow, that's just with one drink of an IPA of 7.5% alcohol.
Yep.
Wow, this will be done quicker than when I'm doing it. Right?
It'll process up and then it'll eventually come back down if he doesn't drink anymore.
I put a few pennies in my mouth. Does that make a difference?
So what's Rusty at drinking the whiskey?
Rusty's at a .062 right now, but there's probably a little bit of residual left in his mouth, so that's probably why it's so high right now.
Oh, okay. Because he just finished it
about
3 to 5 minutes ago, something like that. Okay. Otherwise, he's already at the limit
Well, there's water in there.
He's testing just shortly, or just a little bit under the limit, but
already after one
the
drink.
residual alcohol takes about 15 minutes to dissipate from your mouth.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Interesting.
This is TV or live. It's not like on TV where we can just put time between things. So,
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
So we're trying to compress the time frame, but we'll
Right.
push it back out as we get a little later into the show.
Sure. Just to see how it goes. Okay. All right. So typically, what is it? I mean, how much is a weight involved with the alcohol content of getting it up there at 0.08? I mean, obviously, lighter people are going to be quicker to the point than somebody a little bit.
I think that the statistic is for a 170-pound male, if you have about 4 drinks in an hour, you're going to be at about the 0.08. That's kind of the national standard. So
Really?
and then that 4 drinks could be 4 shots, 4 beers, 4 glasses of wine, because the alcohol content in each one is a little bit different. But if you average it out there, it takes about 4 an hour to get to that 0.08 for the average 170-pound male. So you got to adjust that then for what you've had to eat. That's on an empty stomach. So what you've had to eat, what your weight is, and if your shots are really the 1 ounce shot or is it an ounce and a half, is it double,
We're going to this bar because they
that,
double
yeah.
shoot it.
Yeah, so all that plays in a factor, but that's just that's a starting point to start looking at as you start thinking about what you're doing and what your plans are and how much you're drinking and if you're eating and what your activities are going out for the holiday season.
Now, does it depend on how soon you've eaten? I mean, if you wait a couple hours, is that going to make a difference too on it?
Yeah, so that's on an empty stomach. So if you eat something, obviously that's going to slow the absorption rate out of your stomach into your body in a little bit. But it all can depend on what you eat. If you have something that's a heavy meal, it's going to take a little bit longer for it to absorb. And if it's something real light, it's going to take, not as long. You take a salad as opposed to a big bowl of spaghetti, you're going to have 2 different absorption rates there. And that all affects how it's going to affect you.
And it gets you bloated too.
Yeah, probably do that
not that I've ever done that before, Chief. But I've heard,
Right.
I've heard that. Oh, I had too much to eat. I'm just bloated.
Too much salad, right? Too much kale.
I asked Steve on the way over, do you want to stop and get something? He goes, I usually don't eat breakfast. I said, well, you usually don't drink at 7 a.m. either.
Well, you never know. There might be some shower beers in there or something. I don't know. You know, over the years, how long have you guys all been in law enforcement?
28 years for me.
28. Wow.
Still look pretty good, don't I?
Well, it's not what I was going to say, but okay.
By 23.
23?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was at the sheriff's office for 12 years.
Wow. Okay. Right here in Saragota County?
Yes, all in Saragota.
It's amazing we've never met.
He was saying the same thing.
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
drinking for 30 years, so.
You have? Oh, wow.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, you are probably the oldest one. Probably the oldest one in the crowd here. You're welcome. Are you pushing 60 yet?
Which end of it?
Excellent. So, drink responsibly this holiday season. That's what we're doing this all about. And look at that. I like they wrote it down for me, but the name Cruzy. What did I say it wrong?
That way you don't forget.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Is it okay to start drinking again? Or?
Yeah, you
Oh,
guys,
okay.
you guys go right ahead.
Rusty's got the engine fired up. Here we go. It's brought to you by Bud Light of Mason City. Celebrate responsibly. Have a good time, but make sure you have a designated driver to get you where you need to go, because it's going to be surprising probably on how much between the whiskey, the IPAs, and the beer is going to make a difference on everybody.
Yeah, I think we'll be surprised how quickly it'll go up.
I was surprised that Rusty's already at the point, whatever, 08.6 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see his drink?
Deputy Cruzy's right there.
Oh, I didn't even see it. Yeah.
I don't. Why? Thanks for bringing why do you have a shot glass in your office?
You prepared for today. That's it.
Yeah. Also, the sports page of Mason City and Rumors Bar and Grill. So thanks to those bars and restaurants for stepping up and making sure they want you to come in their establishment, have a good time, but be responsible with it as well, because there's also consequences for bars if somebody leaves and over the influence. So
correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you want to make sure as a bar owner and worker at a bar restaurant that they're okay.
Yeah, and they can get in trouble on their liquor license too for over serving. So it's we typically, I think, in law enforcement know kind of where those places are and try to monitor that and follow up with them. But yeah, it's sometimes it's hard to tell with people. I mean, we even get fooled sometimes when we pull somebody over and you think they're going to test under and they go 250 and you're like, wow. So
I know a couple of those guys.
Yeah. Sometimes it sneaks up on you.
Yeah. Excellent. So not excellent for that, but I mean, good information is what I should say. All right. So we got Chief Brinkley in here this morning. We've got Officer Cruzy and Chief Colby, right? Okay.
Got it.
All right. I want to make sure it wasn't Kobe.
Like the cheese. Easy
like
to
the
remember.
cheese. There
you go.
Colby Jack over there. He just got a new nickname. I'm now going around Clear Lake when I go to Garner. So stick around. We're going to have more. Again, it's on our 98.7 Kiss Country YouTube page. It's on our Facebook page, and all the video and everything going on there as well. So stop by and check that out there. If you don't mind, you can see everything going on in the studio and see the test going on, see the drinking going on, and how much fun. Again, this is one I'm not even, this is the first time I've ever done this without drinking, doing that. So,
Are you still having as much fun?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Still want to slip one in anyway. Yeah. I'll go to the bathroom. I'll be right back, boys. Boy, Jay's going to the bathroom a lot today. How many times has he gone? Yeah. You'll notice because last year, once I broke the seal, I was going all the time.
A lot.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's right.
Even the cops are making fun of my bladder. Well, I know. Is it? By the way, is that legal to do if I go on a gravel road? Not I.
In the country.
Are you asking for a friend or?
Yes, I'm asking for a friend.
I just feel like Deputy Cruzy is the right person to answer that question.
Right.
From a sheriff's perspective, you handle the county. So is it okay when you're out on a country road, or is it?
You're just talking to the cows out there, horses.
Well, the only violation would be stopping on a roadway. So as long as there's no one around, then there's nothing illegal about it.
Really? So like pulling to like a field drive would be a good thing?
Correct.
Have you ever heard the excuse like, I'm just checking my phone?
Oh, we've heard lots of excuses.
Just
again,
we can't go on the radio.
Yeah.
Checking my crops.
Yeah.
They're not growing. I know.
Right. And again, I'm just saying, my mind just has certain questions that, nothing I've ever done on a regular basis. But Chief, quit looking at me like that. Yeah. I want to keep on saying breakfast with Brooks. It's not Friday yet. It's booze and breakfast. I like that. It's the morning rush here on 98.7 Kiss Country.
Your KISS community calendar is brought to you by First Citizens Bank. Experience our difference at First Citizens Bank and the Landfill of North Iowa. Remember to tarp your load to save $25 at the Landfill of North Iowa.
The Cause for Oz is going to be on Saturday, December 16th at Laredo's in Mason City. Oz was diagnosed with stage 4 liver cancer, which had spread to his lungs. A benefit will be held Saturday, December 16th at 3 p.m. at Laredo's in Mason City. Let's rally together to help our little friend Oz and his family during this difficult time.
For more information, go to our community calendar page at 987kisscountry.com. You could also email to rob@koloffmedia.com. COLOFF media.com.
I'm Chris Gordon with Realty One Group Black Diamond. This holiday season and in the year to come, may your heart be as light as a snowflake, your troubles melt like snow, and a drift of blessings always surround you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
A lot of folks ask me about the Door People Code of Conduct. Now, I can't tell all the secrets, but one time a local fella thought he was a regular MacGyver when it came to his garage door. He jerry-rigged it with a bike chain and some old mattress springs, and to seal it tight, duct tape. But when he was pounding out a dent, the whole thing came down, mattress springs and all. Even he didn't have enough duct tape to fix that mess, so he called the Door People. We installed a reliable red ribbon door that works so well that he's promised to hang up his duct tape for good. That's our Door People superior product vow. Each door has earned the red ribbon. Treat them with the proper reverence. The Overhead Door Company of Mason City and the Overhead Door Company of Albert Lee.
On behalf of all of us at the Overhead Door Company of Mason City, we wish you a safe and happy holiday season. Thank you for your business and continued support now and in the years to come. Season's greetings from the Overhead Door Company.
about the Big Bang.
The Big Bang.
We have a big pond that we watershed that we hunt water from.
How's that?
And when it freezes over, like we'll
All right.
take golf balls and throw them. It's like, and then you'll be hunting. Like,
Do I need one of those foam things? You know, the spit catcher. Nobody touches it. Not like you're a germaphobe or anything.
Oh yeah, yeah. It'll sound like an explosion. Yeah, and like boings or whatever.
Damn.
It's really weird sound. It's cool though.
Which I've never heard.
It's just the it shifts and everything, or wind can cause it if it's windy and it moves it. But when because it'll be like a 3 mile crack going all the way across the lake at times, and it's loud.
Yeah.
Damn.
You gotta think about 18-inch thick ice.
Well, we're broadcasting from our conference room here this morning. So if you drive by and go, well, I don't see everybody because in the conference room, just we have enough room today because we got 6, 7 people, 8 people in this studio. It's getting warm in here too. A lot of hot air.
I think it's you.
You're into the table.
Yeah. Hey, you watch it. No, do whatever. Say whatever you want.
Hey, what time do we get done here?
Well, whatever it is when you get done. Why?
Oh, I've got a call with my health coach at 9:15. So it's an interesting call today.
Oh, sure. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. What'd you have for breakfast? Whiskey.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
That's right.
I drink my breakfast.
Like a smoothie or
Protein shake.
Water.
I didn't log this on my health app, my Fitness Pal.
You have to do that, do you?
Yeah, I do.
So you're gonna put this down this morning? Yeah, right. Are they listen? Are they in the area? They listen?
Yeah, Caitlin. Yeah, she's in Clear Lake.
Oh, really? Oh, good.
Brought her in. She'd be a good add to this.
Yeah, yeah. Just we want somebody healthy in here.
Yeah, exactly.
except you're snitching on yourself. But...
I know.
This was an interesting conversation at the rec center this morning at 5:30. I'm leaving early. Why? Well, I'm drinking. Why? Well, it's public service.
Yeah. You didn't tell me who you're drinking with.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Oh, great.
I said Jay Brooks. Like, oh, that thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that guy. Yeah, I've seen him a time or two. But Chief Brinkley, we got Deputy Cruzy and also Chief Kobe down there at the other end from Clear Lake. And then Kelly's drinking beer, Rusty's drinking whiskey, and Steve's drinking IPA. How you feeling, Steve?
Super. How about you?
Are you super? Okay. I know. This is the first time I've been in a crowd. I feel like you guys.
You're thirsty, aren't you?
I got water. I can do without.
Why do you keep leaving the room?
Believe it or not, I had to go to the bathroom. But so do we need to taste test these guys? Do we need to test these guys again?
We got about 8 minutes. We'll get Kelly, and then after these guys finish their second one, we'll give them a 15-minute break.
Okay.
Test them again then. So, yep.
So okay. All
Kelly
right.
said she's feeling good. She looks good. Normally she looks good anyway, but we don't see any real obvious signs of drinking or impairment yet on Kelly. So, and these other 2 guys are doing pretty good too. So
yeah,
we'll let you know when we start to see those things too.
Okay.
Watery eyes, flushed face.
Right.
Maybe some
Speaking in
slurred
cursive.
speech. So, yeah, speaking in cursive. Yeah, there you go.
I call them friends, but I don't know why. They go, you're speaking J&Es. Oh, really? Okay. I don't know what that means, but hey, who asked you?
You did.
So, as officers, when you pull people over and when you ask those questions like how many had to drink, what's the common response? I mean, is it
2 beers?
2 beers.
Two? Really?
Mhm.
Before they left.
We're on the way.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, 2 is the common theme. That's the number. So yep.
That's interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Almost universally.
Now, can you when they roll the window down and everything? Can you tell? Can you smell the alcohol just from their breath?
Yeah, I think you right away you start making those observations, and yeah, you get the odor. Maybe their eyes are watery. You ask them for their license, and they give you their Visa card. It becomes pretty apparent to you pretty quick that you know what you got,
right?
Or you get them out, and they're incontinent. They've wet their pants.
Yeah.
You know, or they've thrown up all over themselves. Like
you guys
I
laugh,
kid
it
you not, like
happens.
you deal with all of that. So
wow.
Yeah, those are all real things.
They wet their pants.
But then again, you said that you've seen those like seasoned drinkers where
Yeah.
you thought nothing and then they blow up.
Yeah, they blow 250 or
Yeah, and you're like,
higher.
"Oh, okay." Yeah.
Yeah. Just because they're a constant BAC of 100 or 150 all the time. So
Really?
Yep.
So if you have somebody that drinks a lot, like on a regular basis, that's what causes that. I mean,
Yeah, they'll be talking just like we are. I had
Right.
a guy blow 430 one time. And he drove to Ames for a concert.
Really?
Picked him up in the parking lot because he fell asleep outside his truck. And he was talking just like we are, but blew a 430. So
and you got to pull them over. You can't just let them keep
No,
going.
you can't. No.
Yeah.
You got to get them off the road.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
What do they have? Like legally dead. What's that limit?
I think scientifically that's 0.5.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow. And he was a 4.5.
He's a 430
or 430. Wow.
So yeah,
close.
Yeah.
Whew. Wow.
Yeah, that's just the science. So, but tolerance is a thing.
Yeah. I never knew that.
Yep.
Huh. Interesting. You learn something every day. Right? Right, Deputy Cruzy?
That's right.
All right.
You ever pull someone over and they just throw their hands up and say, "You got me"?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You get the whole gamut.
Is it the law enforcement gets some rap once in a while with bars. They go, oh, the cops hang around here all the time. Is that, I mean, you guys don't do that to target like or specifically go, oh, the bar's closing soon, let's write up some tickets.
No, they're our officers are out patrolling all over the town or the county or wherever they're at. And
right.
Sometimes you have some businesses that close at 2. You might have some problem areas and they're not there looking for anything specific other than maybe make sure everybody keep the peace and everybody getting home safe, and there's always people that end up making poor decisions and draw attention to themselves, and that we have to deal with that. We can't just, turn a blind eye to it either, too.
Right.
Part of our mission every night when we go out or every day on whatever shift you're working is to make sure everybody stays safe and gets home safe. And that's what we're out there for. It's not to jam anybody in a corner, but we want everybody to be safe. And we also want, mom and dad and everybody out driving around that are just going to church or going home from a movie or whatever to be safe too, and not to be impacted by an impaired driver, whether it be from alcohol or drugs or something else. And so we, that's our task in life as we go to work to keep everybody safe. And so that's just part of it. But we're not targeting anybody. We're not focused on certain areas. Just have an "I got you" moment.
Right.
That's not our goal. That's not how we teach. That's not how we train. And that's, frankly, not something that we really would probably tolerate either. We need to expect our officers to be out patrolling everywhere, whether it be a residential area, a business district, a bar area, or state roads, county roads, local roads too. So,
yeah. So let me ask you this. If a guy comes out or a gal walks out of a bar, too drunk to drive, have the car there, if they come up to you, see you drive by, wave you down and go, hey, Chief, can you give me a ride home?
Yeah, that's probably your best case scenario.
So I'm not going to get in trouble for asking you and go, oh, you're intoxicated. We're going to, public intox.
Yeah. So, every situation can be different, case by case basis, but, somebody that does that and is truly, wanting to has an epiphany moment, like, yeah, I had too much to drink, need to get home safe. What can I do to help? Wave somebody down and we're going to be there to solve that problem with you and get you home safe.
Sure.
Call you a cab, or if we can call you a friend or find a solution to that, and there may be the 1 in 10 chance that, there's no other resolution there or something else happens, or, everybody's perceptions of reality. So the intoxicated person that's coming out of a bar or at a 2:30, they may think they're being totally fine and sober, but they're not. And they're drawing attention to themselves. The officer has to maybe make an arrest there just for that person's safety.
Sure.
So they don't walk down the street and pass out in the cold or driving, making a poor decision, because alcohol doesn't just affect, our ability to drive, physiologically. It also affects our ability to make good sound decisions. So what you think is a good sound decision at a 230, 240, or even a 0.12 or 0.08 is not what a good sound decision would be at a 0.02. So we have to take all that into consideration when we come up with our determination of how to handle that situation.
Sure.
But I would encourage anybody to, if you need help, seek help. That's what we're there for.
Right. Excellent. Drink responsibly this holiday season. That's why we do it this time of the year. Like I said, normally I'm doing some drinking and trying to run a board and all that. There's too much going on here today that I got to step aside. Well, plus I have to drive today. It wouldn't be good to go, hey, all right, see you guys later. I got to go to Uncle Boji. So that's why I have some great volunteers with Steve and Rusty and Kelly to do that here this morning. This is brought to you by Bud Light of Mason City. Celebrate responsibly throughout the holiday season. The sports page of Mason City. Been down there. A lot of us go there, watch football, basketball, golf, So, well, I don't. I watch that when I want to take a nap.
After hockey.
After hockey, yeah. Yeah. So, and Rumors Bar and Grill over there in Clear Lake. So,
the pizza looked really good. I stopped in there the other night. It's like they had really good looking food there.
Sports page. Yeah.
Yeah.
Food is phenomenal.
Yeah. I like their pizza. Thin crust, cut in squares.
Good squares.
They've actually tried to take it back.
Make you feel like you're eating less.
Yeah.
You just eat more.
Right. Exactly. I'll eat the whole darn thing.
Yeah.
I do.
It's just a square.
Yeah, I know it. And I've had them trying to take it back before. After I specifically asked for squared cut pizza, and it was in the pie cut. They go, "Oh, I'm sorry, Jay. No, that's fine. I'll eat it. It's done. I'm hungry. I don't care if it's a square or a pie looking pizza." So, but anyway, great people down there as well. So great to have Chief Brinkley in here, Officer Cruzy, and Chief Kobe as well from Clear Lake Police Department. So more, and we'll get, we're going to take a breathalyzer. We'll take a break. We'll come back and find out where they're at with their blood alcohol level in just a moment. Jay Brooks in the Morning Rush here in our conference room here at the radio station, because we have a special thing going on here today. Drinking responsibly, passing along that information and showing you what it takes to get to the legal limit and keep you safe on the roadways and everybody else on the roadways. The Drink Responsibly today, thanks to K-Brick, Bud Light of Mason City. They want you to celebrate responsibly as well. Want you to drink their beverages as well. You know, Busch Light, Bud Light, like Ultra. They know. You got these carbless things now, you know, so it's all good. And then sports page in Mason City and Rumors Bar and Grill over there in Clear Lake. So Chief Brinkley's in here from the Mason City Police Department. We got Officer Cruzy on the Sheriff's Department and also in the Clear Lake Police Department, brand new since October. Chief of Police over there, Kobe. So thank you.
Cruzy too.
What's that?
Deputy Cruzy.
Oh, Deputy Cruzy. I'm sorry. What did I say?
Said officer, but it's okay.
Oh, okay.
We'll forgive ya.
Deputy.
He'll move up someday to officer,
Right.
but right now he's deputy.
Yeah. Thank goodness Sheriff Pals isn't here. I didn't call you sheriff. You know, you might have a few words or text messages from it. He's gone somewhere. What is he at some conference?
Said he's at a conference. So.
Yeah. Good excuse.
Yeah.
I just don't think he wanted to come see us.
I think that's what I think it is. I think you're right. Wow, he told you about me, huh?
A little bit of honesty this morning. It's okay.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with and look, I don't neither one of us have alcohol in our system.
Jay, maybe this is an intervention.
Oh, is that
for
what-
you?
That's what it is. Yeah. Y'all didn't tell me, I guess, apparently. So drinking, we got Kelly. Kelly, you work here at the radio station, right?
I do, yes.
You do.
He didn't know that?
No, he does know that.
I do now.
You're asking.
I do, yes.
Yeah. Rusty, what do you do? Well, I know what you do, but
I
tell
don't
me.
know what I do, honestly. I farm. So, yeah.
Okay.
We grow crops, corn, soybeans. And right now we're actually tiling. So we're going to go back and try to tile this afternoon. I got
Try
to tile. We got my DD, Jake Halterman here from Missouri, and he comes up and helps us in the fall. And so we're going to put him in the tile plow and let him run that thing. And I'll just run the backhoe. How's that sound?
Good Lord, does he pull the tile out with his arms?
That boy can do anything.
Yeah. Goodness gracious.
He's just a little guy.
Yeah.
I'll grow up one day.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. Don't do it.
So Rusty's drinking the whiskey.
Crown
Kelly's
water.
drinking the beer.
Crown water.
Crown water. Okay.
I like to stay hydrated while I get shit faced. So
Yeah, that's always a
Oh,
good
sorry.
idea. Steve, what do you drink, or what do you do? I mean, what do you do?
We've been drinking.
Yeah.
What it is? Lagunitas?
Okay. And then so what do you do besides that?
Not a whole heck of a lot.
You're retired,
Oh.
aren't you?
Semi-retired.
Semi-retired.
My house and
Yeah, you got your wife doesn't have you doing stuff.
not today.
Not today. Yeah.
Go home, take a
See
nap.
when I get home.
You're right. Yeah.
Whole list for you when you get there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but drinking responsibly, doing it for public service, and do we got everybody need to be tested again? Or are
Yeah,
they
we
okay?
just so we tested Kelly for the first time after 2 beers, and she was at 0.043, which is halfway to the legal limit for her. So, according to the science, she is right on track for getting there on pace. So
Okay.
that's
All
good.
right.
So
All right.
yep, we got her working on beer 3. The other 2 guys just finished drink 2, so we'll test them in about 5 minutes, and then we'll get going again.
Do we need to tell them how much do they weigh, how tall they are, all that good stuff? Probably a good idea, right?
I'll let them do that.
Okay. All right.
Kelly?
Yeah.
Oh, good God, I'll go last. No, I'll go first.
There you go.
I am, well, this is Kelly, obviously. I'm 5'7" and I weigh 165.
Rusty, I'm 66 inches tall, so that's 5'6".
Are you like your wife when you have a baby? You know, how old's the kid? Oh, 14 months.
Yeah,
Or
something like
18
that.
and a half.
Yeah.
Just tell me.
You don't know. But,
Yeah.
So,
Add it up.
so I'm just sub 200, about 195, 197 somewhere. It depends on the morning and whatever. But yeah, so it's interesting how the weight affects. You know, I lost some weight recently in the last few years, and when I lost some weight, you had to realize that alcohol affects you differently at different body weights. So it's been a learning experience there too. So if you're going on your New Year's resolution diet plan, keep that in mind afterwards. So
Right. Huh.
stick to it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Rusty used to be, what, 300, you said?
Yeah, it's about there. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. He's half the size.
Big
Almost.
boy.
Yeah.
Almost.
Almost. Yeah. Steve? How about you?
Well, I'm 5'10", and let's go with 2 1/4.
Let's go with 2 1/4
today.
Yeah. Let me see. Get the license out. Let's see what it says.
I got
3 years old.
9-year license, so it's hard to
He's on
tell.
that 5-year license plan.
Yeah. Do you have that real license? I just got a real license apparently just here a month or so ago.
Star,
Gold Star.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're gonna be flying
fly now.
anywhere?
No, I hate to fly. But apparently you need that to get into a federal building or something. Not that I want to get into a federal building, but
I don't know. Maybe you need to get into federal prison too.
Oh, they'll take it.
oh yeah, right. I mean, transport me out of there pretty quick, probably. So how often do you get people with expired license when you pull them over?
With expired plates or driver's license?
Either way.
Well, typically we don't find the license till we stop for something else, but we stop a lot of people for expired registration.
Yeah,
for not having their tags current.
I'm a procrastinator.
You get caught?
No.
Oh,
I didn't. No, I didn't. I never did. I got
You
it
didn't
done.
get caught. Is what he's saying. He doesn't get caught.
You got pulled over, you never got a ticket for it.
Well, that was years ago when I did that. Because it was around Christmas time because my birthday's in October, and I was waiting until December 1st, and I didn't have a chance to get there because I think it was on a weekend, and so I had to wait until like December 2nd, and that's when I got
Yeah, so you get to outrun our ticket, but the treasurer will catch up with you at 5% per month on the penalty when you renew too. So there's a financial reason to be on time.
Oh yeah, I know. But,
But
the Mason City Police Department was just fine, and they were like, "Hey, Merry Christmas, get to work." Because he listened. Thank goodness he listened. I didn't tell him who I was. He just knew who it was. So that was good. They hate me going in the treasurer's office. I just did that to do all my plates and all that. And I go, I don't think I have this anymore. This is this and that, and I was in it a long time. It was starting to line up behind me. I think the deputy that's out there in the front of the courthouse there, it was starting to wonder what's going on. But no joke, I go, you guys, normally they're going to start scattering when I walk in into that, renew my license and everything. Oh, it's horrible. I mean, a great experience. The ladies did great because they said, don't, again, I didn't even tell them who I was. And they're like, don't talk about this on the radio.
And you just did.
So shout out to those ladies at the treasurer's office for taking good care of you, huh?
Absolutely. They do a great job. And it wasn't their fault. It was all my fault, because I'm the unorganized one. They're organized. But when they go and they walk, just a minute, I'll be right back. And you go see them. And then they're talking amongst each other and they're looking at you and they're looking at the paper and this and that. That's when you go, oh boy, this is going to be a big deal. So drink responsibly is what we're doing here this morning, and know when to say when, basically, and have yourself a designated driver. Just be safe. I mean, have what you want, but just have a safe way to get home. So
Jake from State Farm.
Oh yeah, right. Sports page of Mason City, Rumors Bar and Grill, and Bud Light of Mason City, all sponsors of today's show with the drinking responsibly. So we'll let these guys a couple more minutes, and these guys are going to take a test and see where they're at now with their whiskey and their IPAs. Kelly is off to the restroom, I think, and ready to start having another one, right?
Correct.
Okay. Now, that's what she's doing. That's
what
what
you do.
That's what I say to you. I got to go get another beer. I'm really going to sneak off to the bathroom too. Yeah. Birthday's coming up.
All right, you guys ready?
Sure.
All right. Have you seen the
Tracy Lawrence, and find out who your friends are. You will on a night that you need to when you go out and hang around a table. Round table discussion at a square table, I guess today. But
it's a rectangle.
It's close enough, Chief.
Okay, fair enough.
Come on.
My kids would jump me if I said something like that. So.
Oh, I know my shapes. So everybody's had what? Steve, you've had what? A couple of beers
I'm
or
on
IPAs?
my, third one.
Third IPA. And Rusty, how many?
Lost count.
I don't know. Kelly, you're on your fourth.
I am on my fourth. Yeah, I'm about halfway done with.
She's making beer pyramids down here eventually.
Right. Yeah. You can watch that on the website, 98.7 Kiss Country Facebook page and all that good stuff. So these guys are still a couple minutes away from doing tested again, or you just
no, we just got them done. So
Okay.
We got Rusty on his second whiskey and water at a 0.034.
Down
and we
from
got
0.06.
Steve. Yeah. We stayed in the parameters this time for the break. And Steve's at a 0.05 after his second 7.5 IPA.
Wow.
So yep. And I think Steve's maybe feeling a little bit.
Yeah. How you feeling? You
Still
feeling okay? Cheeks a
edge
little
of a
rosy.
buzz.
He's asking a little bit more tolerable.
Yeah.
He's getting a little more chatty and a little more.
Yeah, he is.
He's speaking in a little more cursive.
You can see it all going down on the video that we have going on here in the studio, so you can see the whole entire table. But yeah. So what do we do when they hit 0.08?
Well, they got a ride, so we're good. We don't have to go do anything today. But normally that's when the consequences start. So yeah. So typically in the field, we're going to do field sobriety testing first. There's a standardized set of tests that we do: the horizontal gaze, nystagmus, walk and turn, and the one leg stand. And then based on how,
what if we can't do that normal?
Well,
Can we do that here?
yeah. I don't know if we got enough room. Maybe we'll go off camera for that. But we'll show you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, if you can't do them, I mean, there are thresholds for failing the test that then indicate that you're intoxicated, likely. So,
like the pupil thing, you can't. There's no way of getting around that one.
no, that's just straight science or there's a medical
Medical.
explanation if it's out of norms.
So
Right.
why 0.08? Why?
0.1, didn't it?
Why?
Yeah.
It used to be 0.1.
I think we've been able to articulate impairment at 0.08 that affects your ability to do divided attention tasks like driving. You know?
Sure. Okay.
And so, we see it now with cell phones being the distraction instead of alcohol, right? But
It's a
things like
$110
that.
ticket.
But yeah, you gotta, Jay knows that. But yeah, you gotta focus while you're driving. And that's the idea. 0.08 is still impaired to the point that it affects traffic safety.
Is there any truth to if you're like a commercial driver, you have a Class A CDL, is it a different level? I mean, I know if you're driving a semi, it's zero tolerance, but if you're actually have a CDL and you're driving, does it change anything or still 0.08?
Yeah, no, there's some changes there for commercial drivers under the implied consent law for Iowa. So if somebody gets an OWI in Iowa, there's actually two different avenues for that to go through. There's a civil part for your driver's license. There's a criminal part for the actual criminal charge of it there. And for a CDL, there's a little bit lower threshold there, and there's some additional consequences. And you can actually go up to being banned for life from having a CDL for having some violations that relate to alcohol and stuff there too. So, and we were just talking earlier about, driving an 80,000 pound truck going down the road is a little different than driving a 6,000 or 7,000 pound, vehicle for the normal person's driving. So just the laws of physics there, if something that's 80,000 pounds hits you is a little different than something that's 7,000 pounds.
Reaction time comes into play a lot more.
They don't stop as fast. They can't swerve, as easily to go around something. And those divided attentions that Chief Brinkley was talking about also comes into play there. You're paying attention a little bit more. You're just a bigger object going down the road. So yeah, because of those reasons, there's some additional consequences there. We're talking about why the 0.08. So NHTSA, kind of the national standard for traffic highway safety, they did a lot of studies and they showed that the 0.1 that we used to be 15 years ago was probably a little too high, and the 0.08 is probably a little bit safer level for everybody. And people in that 0.08, 0.09, and just under that 0.10 were still too impaired to be driving safely down the road. And so there was a big push 15-ish years ago to change that standard across the nation, and a lot of states did it real quick, and some others were slower to follow. But Iowa's right in the middle there, and changed that to that 0.08. And I think there's some data out there that shows our roads are a little bit safer at that 0.08 than the 0.10.
We talk a lot about driving with the drinking and everything, but there's still other rules and laws that you need to pass. Like people have like concealed carry or don't have that. in their vehicle. I mean, what's the consequences if you're drinking and have a weapon on you?
Yeah, it's a whole other set of ramifications there. So yeah, that's another law violation there. You can't be under the influence and have a concealed weapon with you too. So, and again, we talked earlier about judgment. Somebody who's a 0.04, 0.08, 0.1, whatever it is, their judgment to have that firearm, when to use it and stuff, is going to be delayed. And so when you're talking about something with a deadly weapon, we don't want to have impaired judgment whatsoever when you're deciding to carry that item with you. So there's some, again, this all really comes down to safety.
Yeah. So when you pull somebody over, if you pull somebody over that has a weapon, they tell you right away, right?
They should.
And then, if they don't, and they've been drinking, do you ask them if they have a weapon in the car then?
Yeah, that's kind of a standard thing. The officers will ask somebody if they stop somebody and they think they've been impaired or been drinking. They'll say, "Do you have any weapons in the car? Do you have any open containers?" There's some questions we go through there just for our safety and for that person's safety.
Sure.
So we all kind of know what we're dealing with, and so we can be prepared and know what to expect maybe, and to move forward with that investigation or that traffic stop. But yeah, there's other consequences out there too to having some alcohol on board and having a firearm with you, or on top of just drinking and driving.
Yeah. Well, because I know you got to be a little bit on edge, right? As an officer, when you come up on something like that and find out.
Yeah, I think, Deputy Cruzy probably contest this, but there's no standard traffic stop. They took a routine traffic stop. There really isn't. That's how we train and teach our officers. When you're out stopping somebody, you don't know who's in that car. You don't know what they've been doing, where they're coming from, what they're going to do. And we have to take a lot of consideration. And, all of our officers want to go home every single night to their family, their loved ones. And it's just as dangerous for them to be out on a traffic stop and potentially being hit by a drunk driver as it is to, maybe have a threat coming out of that car with a weapon or something there too. And statistically across the United States, there's more officers injured and killed for traffic related incidents than just firearms there too. So, that's part of the reason that we're pretty proactive with the impaired driving across all 3 jurisdictions here, the whole county and the state patrol and commercial motor vehicle unit of the state patrol. Everybody, it's a focus for us. It's probably a good leeway, starting on the 15th, there's a national campaign it's a STEP project funded by the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau. And it's a special traffic enforcement period to really focus on impaired driving around the holidays too. So that starts on the 15th. So you'll see more officers out there all across the state, all across the nation, looking for those impaired drivers and people driving reckless, distracted driving, not wearing seatbelts. So it all kind of goes into that whole safety slogan again, or umbrella. That's what we're here for. It's keep everybody safe as they're traveling to and from for the holidays. And you want to be able to see your family. You want everybody to be able to see their family.
Absolutely. Another thing too, you want to be, and they should teach you this.
Kelly?
Well, Jake is helping me out here a little bit.
Oh, we're at 3.5 there for Kelly.
Yeah.
We'll see a little bit, maybe.
Yep. You're gonna hear her before you see her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I have never ever said that I was quiet. 0.
Nobody has ever said that.
That is true.
Drink responsibly. Segments are brought to you this morning by Bud Light of Mason City. Celebrate responsibly. The sports page of Mason City. They serve great homemade pizza. They got great sandwiches. They got cold drinks. If you want to drink a beer or a carbless or a whiskey, you can. Yeah.
I don't think they're open.
No,
yet.
I don't think your nutritioner wants to hear that on your report. And Ruber's Bar and Grill. So here at the Kiss Country Studios here this morning, Chief Brinkley, we've got Deputy Cruzy, we've got Chief Kobe, all in here today. Kelly's drinking the beer, Rusty's drinking the whiskey, and Steve is drinking the IPA here. And me, I'm drinking water.
And he's
You
so
sound really
happy
depressed
about
about
it.
Just want to do your part, right?
That's right. Yeah, that's and I didn't even have anything to drink last night because I don't want to have a hangover watching you guys drinking today. I mean, hangovers are hard, Chief. When you get older, I mean, it takes a little longer to recover.
I'm glad you looked at him when you talked about that.
Yeah.
Hangover kicks in at noon.
Yeah. Jay Brooks in the Morning Rush here on Kiss Country. Eric Church, and well, stick that in your country. We've got Chief Brinkley in here this morning. We have Deputy Cruzy. We have Chief Kobe from Clear Lake, and Kelly's drinking beer. Rusty's drinking whiskey, and Steve's drinking the IPAs. And how do you think, guys, are they doing?
I think pretty good. I think we're starting to see maybe a loose impairment on Kelly. She'll deny it, but I think we got a couple of good visual examples over the last break.
Yeah, you can watch all this too online.
Yeah, you can log it. Yeah, exactly. Just see for yourself. You be the judge, right?
Right.
I think Rusty's doing pretty good. I haven't noticed anything really outstanding about Rusty yet.
Rusty's a professional.
Signs of
Put that out there right now.
in terms of the impairment side. I think we know that Steve's. We're seeing it in his number. We're seeing a little bit. He's acknowledging like he's starting to feel it. So yeah, I think we're right where we thought we'd be.
A little more comfortable sitting on drinking in front of you.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that too. Yeah, not something everybody does every day.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So what's that? So you said we got a couple minutes yet to test them again.
A couple minutes till we get Kelly on the test. We expect Kelly to be pretty close to 0.08 this time around.
After 4 beers.
After 4 beers. Yep. I think Steve will be somewhere in the area of 0.07 when we get him tested. And then we're having Rusty drink 1 more. So he'll have had 4. And we expect him to maybe be in the 0.06 to 0.07 range.
Right.
So inside of a couple hours. So he's right on the borderline.
Right.
Let's just listen. So I don't think any of the gentlemen have had any breakfast this morning. Kelly had a light breakfast too there. So we're all.
I ate an orange.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he stuck up the whole room.
He also worked out this morning too. So
yeah.
Does that make a difference too?
Yeah. So we talked about that earlier. You know, with that 170 and an empty stomach and 4 drinks in an hour. So we look at Kelly having a light breakfast. She's right at, she's under the 170, but she's right in there. And then the other gentlemen too, they're a little over the 170 and they're going to be, just under that because of the body weight and stuff. And that all just goes down to the science of, knowing that it's going to take a little bit longer because you got to saturate the body to a little more to get that alcohol dissipated through there to have that higher BAC. So
yeah,
I think as we look across the board, we're showing that the science is actually correct.
Yeah. Well, and that's the whole purpose of this whole thing, to give people a way to gauge on how much they weigh, how tall they are, and how much they drink, and how, again, like when I go out, I don't drink like this. I honestly
you drink a lot faster.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Steve's seen me have a few beverages before, and I don't, but I also, after doing this for the years, I've also been able to regulate and know when I need to stop because I need to drive home. So I'm like 3 beers. I'm going, dudes, I got to go home.
Right. That shows the education works, and you're learning, and so this is for, like you said.
I never knew that before when I did this, like how many years ago, and then doing it again, with the Chief Brinkley and all that I'm going, man, kids, I'm telling you, you don't want to mess around with this stuff.
Yeah. And I think for you guys doing it too, people know you in the community. So like you can go have conversations about this and be like, no, like, here's what I learned. Like, I know what my limit is now, right? If I'm going to drive. So that's super important.
Yeah. And the wife always reminds me too. She goes, remember you did that thing? You did that drinking? I go, yeah, why? Well, how many have you had? I'm going, who's counting? I am now. And let's get back to the neighborhood and then we can sit down and talk about it.
Yeah.
But that's the funnest, that's the best, not the funnest, the best thing to do is, go out, maybe have a couple of drinks with friends or whatever. They say, hey, come back to the house.
Yeah.
But don't send your friends off home after drinking all night. Make sure you got a safe way for them to get home. But
have a plan.
Yeah. So that's what we do. We got designated drivers in our neighborhood and
perfect
bonfires and a lot of beer. Colby, you gotta come over.
You said there, and a lot of beer.
There's some whiskey being drank too. What a BV. A lot of Busch Light. You know the neighborhood.
I know the neighborhood.
Yeah. Colby,
we don't get called there very often, so it's done pretty well.
Yeah. See,
so the plan works. You're saying
the plan works if it's executed right.
Yeah. Basically, kind of locking Jay down is what they're doing. Keep him in his neighborhood. He can't cause any trouble that way. Yeah. You got to come right over with Brinkley sometime. Come through the neighborhood.
You got to make it like 150 feet on your feet from your neighbor's house to your house, right? Like that's about it.
Exactly. Yeah. One year I didn't make it during the Iowa State game.
Remember that one?
Yeah. But thanks to Chief Brinkley, Deputy Cruzy and Chief Kobe for hanging out here and doing this today. I really appreciate you guys doing that. And you know, I appreciate you guys volunteering to drink. I mean, I knew it wouldn't be hard to find. You want me to do what? Yeah.
I get text from friends. Thanks for the invite here.
Yeah.
Chairs.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But it's all meant to be like a public service announcement, and let people know with the holiday season to be safe. You know, it's okay to go have a couple of drinks, but just do it responsibly and know your limits, basically.
Yeah, we don't want to give your family bad news either,
right?
Or anybody else's family. So
It's got to be hard
smart
for you guys.
Yeah, they're not fun calls when
Yeah.
you got to deliver the death message to somebody.
Do you go
from a
visit
driving
the
track.
family, or do you have to? Or you call them, or you go visit them?
No, we deliver those messages in person.
You do.
So yep,
Man,
yep, always.
I cannot imagine.
Yeah, it's in the event there's some way that we can't get to them, then we'll do it over the phone. But we almost always deliver those in person, or
Right.
have someone where they're from deliver that message.
Yeah, man. Oh,
And
so
they'll even stay with you even on our end. You know,
I was gonna say, yeah,
move on.
yeah, it's got to be tough.
Yep.
I don't know. It's a special thing that you guys do. It really is. Between you guys and the ambulance services and what you guys see and go through. Whew.
And I think,
Man.
I mean, what if it's you survive and you take somebody else's life? I mean, my
Right.
gosh, how do you cope with that?
That'd probably be the hardest part for most people.
Yeah.
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 Or something like that.
Right.
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 Yeah. Drink responsibly through the holiday season. Well, not just through the holiday season, anytime.
All the time.
You know, all the times. Be safe. Let's start lowering that limit, or the fatalities and injuries and car crashes. You know, because your insurance is going to go up. You know, especially if you get pulled over and
Yep.
you know. So
Time for Kelly.
Time for
test.
PVG.
Kelly.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, I thought.
Wow,
Oh, gotta go.
An alarm.
Chief's running out of here. But drink responsibly brought to you by Bud Light of Mason City. Celebrate responsibly, like we've been talking about. Just do it responsible. Sports page of Mason City. You know, if you need something to eat, they got great pizza. They got great food all around, sandwiches and even cold drinks with that too. So, Rumors Bar and Grill as well over there in Clear Lake. So, thanks to those fine sponsors for doing this morning with the drink responsibly. So, you just heard that beep. That was Kelly getting tested. Chief, what's she at now?
0.09.
0.09. That's 4 beers.
0.09, 4 beers.
4 beers.
Yep.
And the height was what? How tall? I mean, with flat shoes, no heels.
5'7".
5'7". Really? You're short.
You know what?
We're on the radio. That's okay.
He went we were on air to bring it up.
Yeah. Yeah. And Rusty's having one more.
Rusty's having one more, and then we're
Number
gonna
4, I guess.
we're gonna start the timer. Then and we'll test him
Okay.
and Steve again and
Okay.
see how we're sitting.
That'll be perfect.
Right on
Yeah.
the money.
So, all right. Sounds good. Drinking responsibly. Know when to say when right here on the Morning Rush. Well, we're here with the Drink Responsibly, Know When to Say When here this morning. Brought to you by Bud Light of Mason City. Celebrate responsibly this holiday season. Not only just the holiday season, but all year long. Sports page in Mason City. They serve a lot of homemade pizzas, sandwiches, cold drinks, a ton of TVs in there to watch sports if you like sports. Also, Rumors Bar and Grill in there as well. So thanks again to Chief Brinkley of the Mason City Police Department. Also, Deputy Cruzy in Saragota County here, Mr. Talkative, and and Chief Kobe. Clearly, I know, right? Kobe's taking up all your time. Yeah. and then you got you see her or you hear her before you see her, Kelly, and then Rusty Olson over the Garner area, and then Steve Mace from Ventura. So Steve, yeah, he's slowing down. I'm going, what? You're not used to drinking in front of the officers? Yeah. Since when? How long have you been drinking IPA, Steve?
30 years.
30 years?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Back in the 90s, going to brew pubs in Denver.
So do you do the pub crawls or the pub hops or what do they call
It's
them?
something to do here in northern Iowa. So, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So watch for him in the summer. He'll be hitting a brewery near you.
There's every little town's got a brewery anymore. So
he's shopping local. That's
right, yeah, exactly.
Every time we get together, there's alcohol involved. You notice that?
I think you're mistaken.
I'm sure I'm not.
I think it's interesting too. Steve noticed he just naturally slowed down after the first couple, just kind of the way he was drinking. And so, and so
you know why? He don't drink that slow when I'm around.
But I think as we talked off the air, I think that's a kind of a natural thing we do. Like if we go out, you know, the first one kind of goes down easy. The second one, maybe with a meal. All of a sudden you're like, oh, now I got to get home. You know,
yeah.
You know, you're 3 in your hour and suddenly you're, you know, dancing a little with the limit.
With the IPA.
Yeah. Especially with something, higher alcohol content. So, yeah.
Now, summertime, big time over there in Clear Lake. Chief, you probably get a lot of action over there, but you guys do a lot with boating, or is that more the DNR type stuff?
The DNR takes the lake, Clear Lake. We patrol Clear Lake Ventura, high water line to high water line. So if it's on the water, it's DNR, the sheriff's office if DNR is not out.
Right. You ever get a call and you just go, okay, here comes Steve in his boat. Let's from the dock.
Yeah, and you're probably on my boat.
Yeah, but I'm not driving.
And I'm fixing your boat.
Yeah, so we help the DNR out in the sheriff's office when they need it out there on the water and stuff. And then the DNR, they've used our facility in the past because we're a block and a half off the lake. We're kind of fortunate where the PD is there, so you can step out the front door and look down the road and see the water there too. So we work in collaboration with them quite a bit throughout all year round, but really in the summer we get busy and everybody's in Clear Lake and we love it, but we also need to make sure everybody's safe and we kind of step up our game just to kind of make sure everybody makes it home okay.
Yeah. Have you guys remodeled the cells here? There, it's
they are not remodeled. Just
still same it was back in
same
1990.
Might have a fresh coat of paint. That's about it.
Oh, okay. All
Your
right.
name is not written on the wall anymore.
Painted over.
Well, I had to stop in there for a brief moment back in the day, back in 19. For nothing bad. Well, actually, it was for drinking.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, because the officer, I wasn't driving. I was just riding, and they wanted somebody to drive to the police station. And so what happened was the cop went around to everybody. So the driver was at the limit, and then the other guy. And then they said, "Well, it looks like you two guys aren't." And then they asked for my ID, and I said, "Will the driver's license work?" When they asked for my ID, so I didn't give him a credit card. I just said, "Will the driver's license work?" And he said, "Okay, you are not going anywhere or driving the car." And we're only a block away. Back when it was like Fairway Foods there. I can't. There's a grocery store there now. What's that?
Randy's now.
Yeah, Randy's. Yeah, right there. And that party ball. You can't hide a party ball from you, Clear Lake cops.
Yeah. Was that the Coors Light party ball?
No, it was a Bush one.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. I couldn't remember who made those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we thought a towel would cover it up. They'd never see it. We'll be able to sneak right through downtown. That's a smart idea.
That's the decision making process. Might have been a little
exactly
slower. We talked
this will work.
I think it was. But wasn't you wanted me to drive? I said, no, I know my limits. And So, and the funny thing is, it was state trooper's kid. That was a long ride home with him.
My mom's calling me.
Yeah. Your mom's calling you. Yeah. So that's my little story. And that's why I asked if the cells were remodeled, because but we got our tapper back. He gave us our tapper back in the day. So, but when he pulled it out
Got your
though,
deposit back.
We're gonna,
yeah.
we're gonna blow on air here.
Yeah, because
so we got results done
My
here.
mom's calling
Okay.
again.
So Steve had 3 IPAs in 2 hours, and he was an 0.72, so just under 0.08. So
Right.
just to give some scale to that, we PBT'd Kelly. She had 4 Busch Lights in our 2 hours, and she was a 0.09, so just over the limit.
Right.
And then we got final number coming in here on Rusty. He's
With
an
the-
0.73.
0.73 with
So,
whiskey.
yep, and he had 4, whiskey and waters.
And now that was just the regular shots with water.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, we didn't beef them up. So,
Right.
Yep. So that's assuming your bar is giving you a normal pour.
Right. And a lot of them probably
Some of them
aren't.
are probably a little heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Rusty'd be over, Kelly's over, Steve.
Rusty and Steve would both be right at the limit,
Right at the
just
limit.
under the limit. Yep.
So if they're that close and you pull
Yep.
somebody over like that and you guys breathalyze them, what do you do at that point? If it was like 0.78.
Yeah, we'll typically get them a ride. Yeah, find a way for them to. We won't let them keep driving.
Oh, you won't.
But we'll find a way to get them home safe.
Yeah. Huh.
Yep.
All right. Well, good deal.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, again, do you need to talk to your mom? Does she want to call the show or what? You know?
Get her on. Put her on air.
Yeah.
Worried about you.
Have her.
So, are you driving home?
Are you hanging out with that Jay Brooks guy again?
I have a
She
question
knows
for
what
you
my
guys.
wife said.
So you guys do breathalyzers, obviously. We just did them. So you can go online and buy a breathalyzer from wherever. How accurate are those?
That's going to depend. So our breathalyzers, we calibrate and test every single month to make sure they're accurate for a multitude of reasons. And the ones you buy online, they may be accurate in the very beginning when you get it, but the longer you use it, the more you use it, may go out of calibration. So it depends on if you're buying a $10 one or a $300, $400 one. And there's just so many out there. It's really hard to say how accurate each individual model is going to be. They're probably going to start off being a pretty good gauge for you to see where you should be at, but they're probably not going to be as accurate as the ones we have just because we calibrate them every single month.
So can I volunteer for the calibration process?
Yeah, so we actually don't use the alcohol to do that.
Hey, I think the thing that's been interesting to us though is Deputy Cruzy's got his little alcohol wheel here that
His little
the government
alcohol wheel.
that like DOT and NHTSA makes. But yeah, you put gender, weight, and number of drinks, and we've been almost
Right
spot
on.
on today
Yeah,
with
that's awesome.
with everybody in terms of where they are. So I think we know the science is good.
Yeah, and you can find those online through NHTSA's website and stuff. So that's probably going to be your most accurate thing to go through and do your math, put your weight, number of drinks, and how long you've drank those in, and it's probably going to be pretty darn accurate. As long as we talked about earlier, that the pour's not too heavy, and you're
right.
Calculating from a Busch Light to an IPA that's going to be a lot have more alcohol in it too. There, so those things all play into factor. But
I was going to ask what Kelly had about the buying out because I have one. And I used it one night because I had to go pick somebody up.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, hey, can you come? And I had a couple of days. I go, wait a minute. Before I went out the garage, and I go, I'm going to test this before I go drive it out there. And I was good because I hadn't had the 6 beers that I normally have in 2 hours for doing this.
It didn't just say dead battery.
Let's start.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
this game is blanks. It must be zeros.
Yeah. I'm good. Yeah, man, let's go.
I got a question. So back when I was in like high school or college, there was always this rumor if you suck on pennies before you have to breathalyze. There's no truth to that.
No, there's a lot of rumors out there about that stuff, and if you have something to eat right afterwards or you drink coffee or whatever, that it's going to dissipate it. No, all it's going to do is maybe slow down the absorption rate, but there's so many rumors out there.
Well, I've been sipping coffee between my drinks.
And you're still look where you're at. Yeah. So, I mean,
Mouthwash do a difference at all too, or not?
Makes it worse.
No,
Makes it worse.
it would just if we wait the 15 minutes, all the residual stuff goes
Gone.
away. So yeah, you'd blow zeros then.
I bet you have a lot of people trying to beat the system, don't you? Every now and then.
Chew gum, chew on coins,
smoke cigarettes,
Oh, yeah,
put
so-
tobacco,
yeah.
on, all that stuff. That's
all
what we-
those kinds of things.
Take everything out of your mouth, wait 15 minutes. So,
And then
doesn't matter, and then it's going to be dead on because you can't beat what's in your body. It's not going anywhere until your
Right.
body, metabolizes it and processes it out.
Yeah. Well, good. Well, thank you guys so much, Chief Brinkley of Mason City Police Department. They got Deputy Cruzy at Saragota County Department and Chief of Police over in Clear Lake, Chief Kobe. What everybody's They're getting the giggles.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
We're there.
And we're there.
It's been 2 hours.
It's been 2 hours.
It's been a fun 2 hours. Thanks for helping us get the word out too.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
we hope people, that know learn something because you guys are real people doing things that real people do. And so learn the lesson and make good decisions.
Yeah. And like I said, it's great to see you guys here, not out there.
Now with the red lights on behind you.
You're right.
We like that
exactly. Hey, what do you do if somebody keeps driving and they don't pull over right away because I didn't see you?
Like just driving the speed they were going.
Well, yeah.
Or like trying to run.
Trying to get away from you.
No, I'm just driving because I didn't see you. Even though
we
you're right
just
behind me.
Yeah, we change the
follow
siren
me.
up and
Really?
make sure we make some noise and
They know where you live.
That's
They just go right to your
that's
house.
Yeah.
we'll send a car to your house and meet you there.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah. I didn't know if there's anything, if you're not trying to outrun them, you just don't see them, or see you guys behind.
Well, we've had,
Flashing
I mean, I think we've probably all been on, you pull the person over that's so drunk that they're so focused on driving. They're not picking up any of that stuff in their mirrors or
the
anything
red
else.
lights
So
or the
it
stop
just takes a
signs.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ever had anybody fall asleep at a stoplight?
Oh, yeah.
Passed out.
Really?
Yep.
Put on the brake.
Yep.
Several.
Yep.
So how do you do that? How do you approach that car?
Well, I always try to get the door open and either shut it off or put it in park. Make sure the car's parked.
Well, you want to startle them before they take off.
Yeah,
hit
but
the
sometimes
gas.
you can tell they're not going to wake up anyway.
Really?
Yeah, they're passed out hard.
And that happens here?
Oh, it happens.
Really? Wow, it's amazing.
Yep.
Huh.
I can do that sober.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's my wife. I just fall asleep at random.
Yeah. Deputy Cruz.
Yeah.
That's early onset of OLD.
I've heard.
Deputy Cruzy, if you go out down a gravel road, you got to immediately wash your car.
I am not one of those guys.
So you're not going to follow me down a gravel road?
I definitely will follow you down.
He's plotting.
Oh, you will. Okay.
Too soon.
But good try.
There's no base, is there?
Yeah.
No base.
Kobe, where have you been before Clear Lake?
So I was a police officer in Clyde for about 15 and a half years working up here.
Oh, I bet that was interesting.
Yeah, so I worked undercover narcotics a couple of years, and I was the chairman of the Central Iowa Traffic Safety Task Force, which is several counties down there, and a lot of agencies. And our sole goal, our whole goal was to traffic safety in the area. Yeah.
Sure.
So we do multi jurisdictional projects every month, and we focus on dangerous driving habits, alcohol related, impaired related, seatbelt, speed, texting, all that.
Right.
So then came up here in 2016. Been here ever since.
Huh. Well, there you go. Can you grow a beard?
Can I?
Yeah.
I can.
Oh, okay.
Choose not to.
I didn't know if you trying to disguise yourself. You know what I mean? I didn't know, because some people can't. Some patchy, but
Where the hell did that come from?
well,
Hey, I want a year without a haircut. My hair was probably longer than yours there too.
right. Well, that's what I mean. You're
Been there,
doing
done that.
That's what I mean. If you do undercover, I mean, you're obviously, sometimes grow a beard or whatever, grow your hair out. So
Yeah, I don't know how much time you have, but I was at church one time picking my daughter up, and my dad was across the building, and I hadn't had a haircut in a year, and he freaked out because he thought somebody was kidnapping his granddaughter. And he picked my own daughter up.
Oh, that's funny.
He didn't recognize me.
That's funny. That's funny. Again, thank you guys so much for doing this again this year, and
You bet.
It's been a lot of fun, and to inform the public of what it takes. And Rusty and Steve and Kelly, thank you for doing that. And it's great to see that, because like I said, it affects women different than it does men. And of course, she would have drank the whiskey.
Oh yeah. After 4 beers, she'd have drank anything.
Yeah. So
Fireball.
yeah. So thank you guys for being a part of this, volunteering for your time to come in here and do this as well.
That's fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Too bad it's not a Friday morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why'd I pick today? So drink responsibly all year long. Brought to you by Bud Light of Mason City. Celebrate responsibly through the holidays. The sports page of Mason City. Rumors Bar and Grill as well. Thanks for being a part of this as well. So again, thank you guys. And again, these guys all have the ride home. You got Luke Combs is going to take him home today.
And it's not with us.
yeah. It's not with the officers. So, but yeah, thank you guys. Have a great rest of the week and be safe not only through this weekend but throughout the whole entire year of 2020. Well, the rest of 2023 and into 2024. So
yeah, thanks, Jay. Appreciate you having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.